I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
Clip up the ride out.
I'm gon' ride, we gon' ride, who gon' slide, we gon' slide, they my guys, they my slimes.
All out when we ride out.
The next topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Floyd Mayweather back in the gym. We're going to show you Floyd Mayweather is working with GT the Great, is it?
Yes, it is.
JT the Great.
It's GT. Shout out to
GT
GT.
the Great. And so here's Mayweather.
Shout out to GT the Great, man. Starting to get his flowers, man. Well deserved.
That's like Big Nate's in there.
Yep. Big Nate was in there.
All right. So you see, that's Floyd training. So my question is, what's your thoughts on Floyd's training, and also, do you think that he is training for another fight? I'll turn it over to you, Trill Dollar Bill.
Floyd's always in the gym. Floyd's always in the gym. You know, Floyd looking sharp. Floyd looking sharp. I was just thinking when I seen him in there, I be like, yo, De La Hoya, you better watch what you ask for. Be careful what you ask for, De La Hoya. But it's good. It's good. You know, Floyd's always, likes to stay in the gym. So I don't know what to make of this, but that did pop in my mind. And Floyd looked good. Floyd looked like he's still Floyd in there. You know, even though he's 44 years old, Floyd still looked like he's flowing in there. And that's what I like to see.
All right, Spirit G.
Yeah, I agree with True 1000 on this one, man. He still look good. And it's funny that he said Oscar, because the last video I think I've seen of Oscar training, Oscar looked good too. So I'm like, hey, man, that might be a huge fight. I'm just saying, yo, Triller, y'all might have a hit on your hands, man. I'm just saying. So, yeah, if the next fight is Oscar De La Hoya for Floyd, I'm paying money to see that, because both of these guys looking like they taking this real serious. They getting in shape. Oscar already called them out, so let's make it happen.
Yeah, Floyd does train to stay in shape, but this was something a little different. If you look at Floyd's physique in comparison to how he looked when he fought Logan Paul, he looks like he's more lean in that video that I just saw of him training with GT the Great. And he looks like the intensity is ramped up. And mainly because you saw Nate Jones in the ring with him. And so you know that immediately after that, he's going to do like some hooks to the body. And so that leads me to believe that he's possibly training for an actual fight. And I don't know if that means he's going to challenge Jake Paul if he beats Tyron Woodley, or maybe even if Pacquiao beats Earl Spence. Now, we have to do this because Floyd got some Ray Leonard in him. Where, if Manny Pacquiao beats Earl Spence, a lot of people are going to be like, GOAT. Like, yo, that's the GOAT. Like, he just beat Keith Thurman, and he just beat Earl Spence. Like, in a different era, in a different decade, he just knocked off the top guns in the welterweight division. That may not sit right with Floyd. Floyd may not like it. Floyd may feel like, you know what? Let's do it again. It's a big money fight. Everyone's going to pay to see it. And Floyd gets to put another notch on his legacy if he could defeat Manny Pacquiao again. But I'm just saying, like Ray Leonard, when Marvin Hagler finally started getting his due. When Ray Leonard was the guy, Sugar Ray Leonard, when he was the guy, you know, it was all good. Once Marvin Hagler became #1 and Marvin Hagler was running the division, that's when Sugar Ray Leonard said, "Nah, I'm a fighter." But because before Sugar didn't want to fight him, he was like, "That would be a great fight, but it'll never happen." And then once Marvin Hagler became, the face of the division, Sugar Ray's back like, let's get it popping. So I don't know, man. Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd, I think that would be a big fight. But Floyd is not fighting on Triller. Triller's got to pay Floyd some big time money to get Floyd on Triller because he had like some negative things to say about Triller. But if they can land that fight, I think that would be a big fight. But it wouldn't shock me if Manny Pacquiao beat Earl Spence Jr., Floyd to come out of retirement and try to fight Manny Pacquiao and fight Manny Pacquiao because he's gonna want that shine. He wants to be the best of his era, at least seen as the best of his era. And if Manny Pacquiao beats Earl Spence, that's gonna gonna tip the scales in Manny Pacquiao's favor.
Definitely a bigger fight than the De La Hoya fight. Would definitely be Pacquiao, especially if Pacquiao beats Spence. That would be crazy,
Yeah, so that's all my take on it.
Please let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe and check us out on Instagram and Twitter. And also check out our podcast on all streaming services. You know who we are. We're the Boxing Bros.
You're welcome. You're all welcome.